What do you want to do tomorrow, pal?
Fishing.
Fishing?
Yes.
And where do you want to go?
Linear Fisheries.
Right, okay. And what do you want to catch?
Pike, Tench and Carp.
You want to go all the way to Linear for one day, not just catch anything. You want to catch pike, a carp, and a tench in one day. One hour 55 minutes, pal, and we should be there. You excited?
Yeah.
Let's go and try and get this tench, carp and pike from Linear then, shall we? Well, we just pulled up our first ever time at Linear Fisheries. We're on Tar Farm Lake 6. We've booked peg 7 for the day. It's about 9 o'clock, 8:45. So we've got an hour before we can start fishing, because it is 10 till 9, 23-hour session when you book through the catch app. So we're gonna have a walk down. It doesn't appear to be anybody on the peg that we're meant to be on, so we're going to walk and have a look and see what's happening. Lovely. That is exactly where we saw some of those bubbles, isn't it? That's all the rods out, that's us fishing. So I've got a float fish piece of lamprey in close for a pike. I've got a float ledgered sardine just out there. Marshall's got a ledgered sardine out there, and you've just seen him drop a little helicopter rig, but only with a size 10 guru hook with a few red maggots on it, just over some bait we threw in earlier, just where we saw quite a few what appeared to be very tenchy bubbles,
Like there.
so hopefully it won't be too long and the boy will have his run and get us kicked off on this little challenge he set us today. Whether we will or not, I don't know. Can't escape them. Feel like they followed me from Endra in the last video. There they are. They found a few bits of bait that we've thrown in already, so they've wiped us out. We're going to wait for them to disappear before we put any more bait out. I'm not even sure what the time is.
I was about to throw some bait out, but it was
What?
I was about to throw some bait out, but it was for the swans.
Yeah, that's right. We'll wait for them to go.
Fishy.
Hopefully, pal. The bubbles don't always mean fish. Sometimes it's gas coming up out the bottom and stuff like that. But
It's gas.
well, there's gas underground, isn't there, and everywhere. And sometimes the silt on the bottom of the lakes and stuff, that can make some gas, and then something disturbs it and pockets of bubbles start coming up. So we will see. Hopefully we'll be into a few fish. Right, so I thought I'd just show you how we set up our pike rods. So this is a single circle hook, the size 3/0, and the bait flag on it, going up roughly 2 foot of wire, crimped, and obviously I make the traces myself, to a little snap or coast lock swivel, one of the quick change weights from Fox, to a bead which slides, one of the large dead bait pencils, to another bead, and then depending on the depth I want to fish it at, it is quite deep here at the minute, is one of these stop knots that I tie from marker elastic or power gum or whatever, anything like that will do the job. And obviously that's soft enough to pass through all the eyes, no problems at all. So yeah, that's how I fish the float for the pike. How me and Marshall do it. You know, sometimes I use the inline float, sometimes I use a dead bait pencil, depends what I've got to hand at the time and all that jazz.
What's a dead bait pencil?
That's a dead bait pencil, Marshall. It's just the name of the float. Alright?
It looks like a pencil?
Yeah, pretty much. The rod I use, it's just an Advanta 9'6", 3-pound test curve dead bait rod. Lovely rod, does the job and won't break the bank. Braided main line. I think this is about 50 pound breaking strain. I can't remember now, I put it on a little while ago. A 5,500 size reel, big pit with a quick drag on the top. Lovely, I used to use these as my carp reels, so really nice reels. And that's it, that's what I use when I'm out pike fishing. Just had our dinner, nothing really to update you guys on. No bites on anything at the moment. Marshall's still got a dead bait rod out. I've got 2 dead bait rods out. And the young sir is taken to fishing a whip close in with a single red maggot to see if he can get that elusive tench he's been after. Aside from that, it's all quiet. No real fish shows across the water that we can see from here. Not that it really matters anyway, because on Tar Farm you book a peg, and obviously once you've booked that peg, you've booked that peg. So don't usually like doing things like that, but when the only time I can get Marshall out for a while will probably be one of his last overnighters before he gets too cold, is a Saturday morning, and that's the busiest time to try and get a peg on any lakes. Sometimes it's just needs must, isn't it? So at least we knew we were coming this far, we were guaranteed a peg. And then it's in the hands of the fishing gods whether there's actually any fish in front of us. It certainly looked that way this morning. We've seen a few bubbles, we've fished on them with a variety of different hook baits and not had much touch, not had much luck. Not even had a touch on them, so no liners or anything while we've been fishing over them. So I think it's probably just little gas pockets through the silt or whatever, as opposed to anything else. but we will see. Yeah, look. See those little pockets of bubbles there? They've just all come up. You can see the bottom there, and it's definitely not a fish there, so I do think it is gas pockets or something coming up through the silt, coming up through the lake bed. Right, it's coming up to 3 o'clock, so the sun will be going down soon. We haven't had a touch. We haven't seen a fish. We haven't heard anyone else's alarms. There's a fella opposite us on that bank. Haven't seen anything from him. So I'm just getting my carp rods ready. I found a nice spot that is clear, decently presentable for a bait. So I am not going to spot out a load of bait. I haven't seen any shows. I haven't seen anything that's going to fill me with confidence that there's loads of fish out. So I'm going to fish solid bags.
Solid bags are good.
Solid bags can work, my pie, yeah. For the carp.
Can I have a solid bag?
Yes, yes, you will be having a solid bag too.
Yeah.
So all I've got is my Gardner GTHD main line down to a short length of leader, lead free, quarter PVA bag stem, 2 ounce inline weight, and that is fish drop off. So it comes around the back, swivel goes up on the inside, and then your hook link goes onto the ring at the bottom. And then my PVA bag rig of choice, don't know if you can see that, is a 4-inch length of supple braid to basically what is a turbo German. So yeah, we're going to fish that inside a solid bag. Obviously I need to put some putty on there to counterbalance my baits and stuff, but yeah, see if that'll bring us any joy on the carp front. Hopefully it will. Right, and there's the finished solid bag, guys. So I've got some red maggots in there, bit of hemp, bit of the mainline isofish stick and bag mix. It's a 12mm krill pink one that I've had soaking in the spicy squid goo on the hook. And yeah, there's a bit of maize in there, a bit of micro pellet, a little bit of everything, a couple of layers of maggots. So hopefully, where the pike are being shy, the carp won't. And we'll get his sorted as well, because we need to catch some fish today. He set us a challenge to catch 3 species. We haven't even had a bite. What is going on? Well, I guess no, do you know what, whether we get a bite or not, we'll still upload this video, because I think it's worth seeing when you watch YouTube videos and you're just seeing people catch and catch and catch and catch and catch. And the reality is, nobody catches every single session. Everyone has a blank. So yeah, I think that's all we'll do. I think when we go out and we go to film a video, you'll see what happens. Whether we get missed bites, or whether we drop a fish and end up on nothing, or whether we catch 12. We'll upload it anyway. If you want to watch it, feel free. If you don't, that's fine, no problems. So yeah, I'm going to get this rod out now, reel one of my pike rods in, and leave my other pike rod out through dusk. Well, morning everyone. We've been awake since dark, watching the water. Not really seeing a lot. I saw one show last night, further down to the left.
And 2 jumps.
Marshall saw 2 little fish jump this morning. So yeah, we haven't had anything. Luck hasn't been on our side. We fished really well. Found some nice clear spots. Fished some bait over them. Solid bags, PVA mesh. Nothing on the carp. The pike we've been roving around with a variety of different dead baits. I've even tried a kebab rig. Not so much as a touch on the float. So what we've decided to do is, because we'd have to be off here in an hour.
What? In an hour?
In an hour, because your 23-hour session on this lake is 10 in the morning till 9 in the morning. We'd have to be packed down and gone. We haven't had a bite.
I just got.
Not even on the whip.
No, I just did.
You did you?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Is we've extended it by a day session, so that gives me time to get everything packed up and back to the car without rushing around like a mad fool this morning. And also buys us a little extra time to try and get one out. So yeah, we shall keep you updated. We're at the end of what would have been our 24. Actually, we'd have been in the car 45 minutes ago. We've still not had a touch. So, how do you think it's gone, Marshall, man?
Terrible.
Terrible. It's a bit of a mad challenge you set us, wasn't it? A carp, a pike, and a tench. Not only a lake, but a complex we've never set foot on in 23 hours.
You mean 20, more than 24?
Well, no, 23 hours it would have been, wouldn't it? Because that's what we were booked on for. But, as I said earlier, I've extended it, so we've got the day session. Hopefully it'll allow us to nick a bite. Changed it up a bit. I've got 1 carp, 1 pike out. Marshall's got the feeder and a carp out. And we've just fished the simple spinner rigs with some boilie over the top, because we're quite close range. And hopefully that'll bring us a carp. My pike rod's in the margin down there. But what are we going to do next time, Marshall? What's going to be different?
We're just going to fish for 1 species.
1 species, that's right. So if we can, we're just going to go for the carp, or just go for the pike, and then you can bring your float rod or your feeder rod, so you can have a mess about and try and nab that tench, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this may very well be the last update, guys. I've started packing down. The beds and all that are on the barrow, and we'll see how it goes. See, Marshall's been trying to target the tench. And he's done that with a hybrid feeder. with some ground bait, short little hook link, with a couple of maggots on the hook. But so far, no joy. That's what you're loading it up with in there. There's a little bit of ground bait, some maggot and castor in there. Just all going into that mix. Not fishing far. There's not much in the way of, well, there's nothing in the way of pads or anything. So generally just a short chuck down the margin that way. Recasting after the first few, just to top the bait, to get the bait out there. Recasting every 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, nothing.
Daddy,
We tried a couple of spots
I
further
baited it
out.
on the wrong side.
You fill the wrong side of the feeder?
Yes. No, there isn't anything in there. The thing is, I've been looking at which way it is all day.
Have you? You've got it right every time as well.
I never said I did get it right every time.
You be careful, my boy. There we go. That'll do. This is the angriest swan I've ever seen. Proper angry. Just keeps hissing at us no matter what we do. Come on, pal, you be alright. Get your drink.
No. I want to do it when he's in the water.
Right, in our only stroke of luck of this session, we managed to just about finish loading the car up before it started raining. So about 35 hours of fishing, 0 fish, 0 bites, 1 liner actually, wasn't it, just before we were packing up on your rod, and that was our first sign of fish activity in the swim. So yeah, not been the most exciting of videos, guys, but we will come back and we will catch some more fish. Well, we will catch some fish. If you've enjoyed it, like, share, subscribe. Watch our first video. This is only our second video. Watch our first video where there were plenty of fish caught, including
2 PBs.
2 PBs for
Me.
for you. That's right, he beat his pike PB and his carp PB in the same video. So yeah, give that one a go. Aside from that, we've got the long journey back now, and we'll catch you all soon. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.